All right, everybody, if you want to take a seat, we'll go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. My name is Tony Eggleston. I'm president of Agri Affiliates. We request that you respect the social distance of others in attendance today and encourage that everybody wear a mask. You turn her up a little bit. That better? All right. We're just covering ourselves, so. Welcome to the real estate auction for the Hoyt family farm. We do appreciate the opportunity to work for the Hoyt family. Today we are offering the Hoyt property for sale at absolute auction with no reserve. The property will be offered in 2 individual parcels, no combinations. So they will sell independent of each other. The property is offered at public auction so that all parties interested in purchasing the property will have the opportunity to bid. The Hoyt family members may have individuals bidding for themselves or as proxies for others. We encourage you to bid if you have interest in the property. The property will sell today to the highest bidder. For the past 20 years, we've had a tradition at Agri Affiliates to recognize the veterans and to say the Pledge of Allegiance. Can I get all the veterans that are with us or active duty service members, please stand up. We have none with us today. This might be the first time I've seen that. So, well, would everyone please stand and we will say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We have several of Agri Affiliates personnel here helping with the auction today, starting with Brian Reynolds. Most of you know him in the back out of our McCook office here. Then we have several from North Platte. Jerry Weaver, which is broker of Agri Affiliates, is in the back. Also in the back, Bruce Dodson. Off to the side here is Chase Dodson. And then in the front on the corner is Don Walker. They're all from our North Platte office. Brad Atkins up front in the corner is from our Arnold office. And then we have 2 from our Kearney office running computers, Brian Danberg and Mike Wilkin. Our production crew today is Dennis and Donovan McConnell of Decato Productions in North Platte. They do all our filming, live streaming, and this is on the internet and Facebook Live if you need someone to be watching. Our auctioneer today is Dan Muirhead from Muirhead Auction Service. Dan comes to us from Overton. You can place your bids with any of our ringmen today, straight to Dan or to myself. Today we'll be offering the bidding through Bid Wrangler, our internet bidding platform. Our bidding platform is now available in an app on your mobile phone. From your mobile device, you go to Agri Affiliates, click on the app, and you can load it. And you can bid from your phone anywhere, even in the auction. So please try and download our app. Mike Wilkin over here will be clerking our auction for the internet bids today. The internet platform allows Agri Affiliates to stream the auction live and follow along if you couldn't be in attendance. We may also have ringmen on the phone. I know we'll have at least a couple of those in the back. They'll be taking bids from people that could not be here today. We will be recording today's auction. Today we'll be taking bids in total dollars for each parcel. The spreadsheet up here will calculate the price per acre based on the tax acres. However, there is no guarantee for the exact acres. Any parcel, the tax acres in any parcel. This is strictly a mathematical calculation to calculate the per acre price for each parcel. After the first round of bidding, we will take a break, and then we'll continue a second round of bidding. If needed, we'll hold several rounds of bidding until we reach the highest bid. The left screen up here will demonstrate all the information that's going to be on the property and the parcel we're selling at the current time. The right screen will show the person who holds the highest bid currently, the bid amount in total dollars, and then we'll calculate the per acre price based on the assessed acres. Again, it's not a guarantee of acres, but it's simply a mathematical process. The terms for today. Terms, let's see. This is a cash sale requiring 15% earnest deposit at signing of the purchase agreement immediately following the auction. The balance of the purchase price is payable upon certified funds at closing on or before October 6, 2021. There is no contingency for financing. The seller will convey title by warranty deed with title insurance evidencing marketable title. Cost of the title insurance and an insured closing by the title company will be shared 50-50 between the seller and buyer. The property sells subject to easements, right-of-ways, zonings, restrictions of record, and free and clear of all liens. The property sells in as-is condition. No warranty is expressed or implied as to the adequacy of any portion of the property. Possession for the property will be full possession at closing, October 6, 2021, subject to the building lease, which ends November 1st, 2021. Taxes. The seller will pay the 2021 taxes. Buyer will pay 2022 taxes in subsequent years. All owned gas, oil, and mineral rights pass to the buyer. The acreages, reported acreages are obtained from the county USDA FSA offices and the county assessor. No warranty is expressed or implied as to exact acres included in the parcels. The legal descriptions are subject to existing fence and field boundaries. The property is located and subject to the rules and regulations of the Middle Republican NRD. All personal property is to be removed by November 1st, 2021. And there is no personal property that passes with the real estate. Information in the brochure has been obtained from sources deemed reliable. We have no reason to doubt the accuracy, but the information is not guaranteed. Buyers should have verified information ahead of the auction. Announcements today take precedence over printed or oral statements. Agri-Affiliates, Inc. and all agents are acting as agents of the seller. All maps are provided by Agri-Affiliates are approximations and general guidelines. They are not survey accurate. As with any agricultural property, this property may include noxious weeds. So to review, what we're going to do is we're going to go through and offer Parcel 1, take bids. We'll put that on hold, offer Parcel 2 and take bids. After we get through with Parcel 2, we'll take a short recess, about 5-10 minutes, and then we'll come back and resume the auction again and finish and sell it out. So are there any questions concerning the way we're going to handle the auction today? Okay. If none, let's go to Parcel 1. Parcel 1, legal description, a tract in part of the southwest quarter of Section 7, Township 2 North, Range 29 West of the 6 p.m., Red Willow County, Nebraska. The taxes in acres, there's 127.7 tax assessed acres. The 2020 real estate taxes paid in 21 are $4,182.92. Farmland acres, there's 124.9, 101.7 crop base, and 101.5 corn base at 140 bushel per acre PLC yield. There's 104 surface water rights from the Meeker Driftwood Canal and 68.3 certified acres with Middle Republican NRD. There's 2 registered irrigation wells on the property. The irrigation wells on Parcel 1 are not operational. They are no longer have electrical service to the wells. All the wells and irrigation equipment are selling in as-is condition. The 2021 surface water fees of $32 per acre have all been paid to the Frenchman Cambridge Irrigation District for this property, this parcel. The improvements include a 1912 house that is 2,176 square feet, a 1,976 square foot slant-walled building with additional bins and outbuildings. The house and buildings lease expires November 1st, 2021. The domestic water for the house and the buildings is currently supplied by a well located off the property. This water source will no longer be available after the closing. There is no working domestic well on the property, and no water will be available for the house and buildings after the closing. All buildings sell in as-is condition. Soils are outstanding. They are 85% Class 1, 15% Class 2, majority of Horde and Cozad silt loams. This is a great opportunity to buy some gravity irrigated cropland that has some pivot potential. So, Dan, with that, if you want to go and start parcel 1, I believe we have an opening bid of $350,000.
Thank you, Tony. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Parcel number 1, we do have the opening bid of $350,000. Parcel number 1, 375. 375,000. Thank you. 400. Whoop. Now quarter. 25. 425. And a 400,000. 20. 400,000. 20. Bids on the west side. 410. $410,000. 410. Now 20. 420. 30. 430. 40. And now 440. 50. 450. 60. And now $470,000. 470. Now 80. 480. 90. And now 495. 500, now 10, $10, $10, down 20, 520, 30, 530, 40, $540,000, down 50, and now $550,000, now 60, 560, now 70, 570, 80, 580, 90, 590, 590,000, 600,000, now 10, 610, 20, 620, 30, 630, 40, 650, and now 650,000, now 60, 660, 70, $670,000, 670, 670, now 80, 680, 90, $690,000, now 700, now 10, 710, 20, $720,000, 710, $720,000, 720, the back rows out, 710, 20, 710, $20,000, 720. Anyone else on parcel 1 at this time? 710, now 30. 730, 720, 730, $730,000, now 40, $740,000, 730, 40, $740,000, 730, the back rows out again, $740,000, 730, 740, $740,000 on parcel 1. Anyone else at this time? 730,000 bid. $740,000, $740,000 at this time, 730, 740, $740,000, 740,000. Folks, let's record that bid of $730,000 on parcel number 1. Bidder card number 164, 164. Thank you all.
All right, we'll move to parcel 2. Parcel 2 legal description, part of the west half of the southeast of section 13, the northwest quarter, and part of the west half of the northeast quarter, west of the Driftwood Canal, section 24, township 2 north, range 31 west of the 6 p.m., Hitchcock County, Nebraska. There are 238.17 tax assessed acres. The 2020 real estate taxes paid in 21 were $5,014.80. Farmland, there's 239.85 acres, 228.02 with cropland base. Now currently it shows 6.3 acres of corn base at 140 bushel yield, bushel to the acre PLC yield. There is additional base with this property that will go back to the property after it comes out of the CREP program, okay? The water, there are 223.7 surface water rights out of the Driftwood Canal. The buyer is responsible for surface water fees, whether it is in irrigated cropland or in the CREP program. The 2021 surface water fees are $32 an acre and have been paid to the Frenchman Cambridge Irrigation District for this year. There is a livestock well on Parcel 2, but there is no electrical service to this well. CREP contract 11235A started 10/1 of 2020 and ends 9/30 of 2035. With an annual CREP payment of $194.98 per acre on 221.7 acres is an annual payment of $43,227. The first year's payment in October 21 will be made to the seller, but will be credited to the buyer at closing. The cost for early termination of the CREP contract is approximately $54,034 plus some interest. The total cost to a buyer of Parcel 2 would then be $54,034 plus interest, less the credit made at closing of $43,227, or approximately $10,800 plus interest out of pocket to take the property out of the CREP program and farm it. The buyer shall be assigned and will accept the CREP contract at closing. Okay, the water, there's 223.7 acres. Well, I already had that on there. The soils are 54% Class 1, 46% Class 2 soils, Keith and Blackwood silt loams. The irrigation equipment, there's actually 2 pump stations on this property. Both have 40 horsepower GE electric motors. One of them has a hollow shaft pump and the other has a peerless pump. There is currently no electrical service to either pump station. Dan, I believe we also, yes?
You said that both irrigation motors are 40 horsepower?
They are.
Okay, in our printed brochure, one's 40 horsepower.
No, actually that's a 20 horsepower pump on the shaft, but both are 40 horsepower electric motors. One is a 20 horsepower hollow shaft pump and the other is a peerless pump. We're not sure what the horsepower was. So I believe we have an opening bid on Parcel 2 of $595. Is that correct? Bidder number, what is the bidder number on that one, Brian? There we go. There you go, Dan.
Thank you, Tony. Folks, we'll move on to parcel number 2, ladies and gentlemen. We do have the opening bid of $595,000 on Parcel 2, $600,000. $600,000 Parcel 2. Now 10, $610,000. And Parcel number 2, $600,000 bid, $610. And a $610,000 20. And a $620, now 30, $630, 40, $40,000, $640. And a $630 down 40,000, now 50, $650,000. And a $640, 50, now 60, $660,000, $660,000. $650, 60, and a $70,000, $670, 80, and a $680,000, $670 down, $80,000, $680,000, $680,000, $670, $680 down, $80, $690, $690, $700, $700,000. Parcel number 2, $690,000 bid, $700,000, $690, $700, $700,000, $690, $700,000. The phone is out, $700,000, and a $690 now $700,000. Parcel number 2, $690,000 bid, $700,000, $700,000. Anyone else at this time? $690,000 bid, $700,000, $700,000. Bruce, now 10. 710, 20, 720, internet's out, 710,000, 20, $720,000, 710,000, the bid's in-house, 720, $720,000, 720, now 20, 720, $720,000, now 30, 730, 40, $740,000, 730, 740, the internet's out again, 730, 40, and $740,000, 730, 740, $740,000, now 50, 750. Now 60. $760,000. 750, 60. 760. Internet, you're out again. $760,000. And 750, 760. And a 750, $760,000. 750, 60. Now 70. Now 80. $780,000. 700 internet, you're out again. 770, 780. $780,000. 770,000's bid in-house. 780,000. Anyone else still can't. 770, 780. $780,000. 770 internet, you're out at 780. $780,000. 770, now 80. $780,000. Parcel number 2. 770,000 bids. 780,000. Anyone else at this time? 770,000 bid. $780,000. $780,000. 780,000. Let's record that bid on parcel number 2 of 770,000. Bruce, bidder card?
152.
152. 152. Thank you very much, folks.
All right, let's take a 10-minute break, and then there are refreshments in the back, some cookies, water, and coffee that is supplied by M&B Bank here in McCook. So thank you to them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to take a seat, we'll go ahead and conclude the auction. We've had wonderful participation from bidders on this first round. I believe what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and sell the property here on round 2. So Dan will take the bidding, run through parcel 1 and sell parcel 1, and then we'll move to parcel 2 and sell parcel 2. Now, if you need a break for some reason, please raise your hand, get our attention. But other than that, we're going to proceed and sell the property at this round. So, Dan?
Thank you, Tony. Folks, at the end of the first round of bidding on parcel number 1, bidder card number 164 held the high bid of $730,000. Folks, this will be the final round of bidding on today's auction. So parcel number 1, we will open it up for more bids. $730,000. Currently the high bid, $740. $740, now $50. $750, now $60. $770, $770,000. And $760, $770, and $765. Does that help you any? $765,000. And $760,000 bids. $765, $765,000. Anyone else on parcel number 1? $760,000 bids. $765, $765,000, $765. Anyone else on parcel number 1? $760,000, $765, $765,000, $760,000 bid, $765, $765,000, $760, $765, $765 are all bids in on parcel number 1, ladies and gentlemen. $765,000. $760,000 bid. $765. $765,000. $760. $765,000. $765. $760. Would you like to try it again, sir? $765. Thank you. $765,000. Parcel number 1. $760,000 bid. $765. Does anyone need any more time? Let us know if you do. Okay. Okay. Folks, we had a request for a 5-minute break. Let's record that bid of $760,000 on parcel number 1. And that bidder card has changed to 155. Thank you, 155. Folks, we had a request for a 5-minute break. Hang tight. We'll acknowledge that. We'll be back and close out parcel 1. So, again, if you have any questions, be sure and ask any personnel around here, folks. And again, I think still a little bit of coffee and water and cookies in the back, compliments of MNB Bank. So any questions, ask now, folks. We'll honor that 5-minute break, and we'll be back here just shortly. Parcel number 1 currently stands at $760,000. Asking $765,000. Okay, Brian, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can get your attention back, please. We're still on parcel number 1. Parcel number 1, we had the 760,000. Currently is the high bid, 765. Parcel number 1, 765. 760,000 bid, 765. 760. I'm going to be down 760,000. Anyone else on parcel number 1? 765. 760,000 bid, 765. 765,000. 760,000. 760. What did he say, Brian? 765. 765 said no, thank you. 765, 760. I'll ask you one last time, sir. 765, thank you. Anyone else on parcel number 1? 760,000 bid. 765,000. 765, 760,000 bid. 760. 760. 760. 765,000. 765,000. Any further bids? Okay, Chase, you request a break. Okay, we'll give you a few minutes here, folks. Had a request for another break. We're still on parcel number 1. 760,000 is still currently the high bid. Asking 765. We'll give them a few minutes here, folks, and when everyone's had the time they need and the bidding is stopped, we will sell parcel 1 and move on to parcel 2. So we'll entertain that break right now. Any questions again, folks? Please be sure and ask any of the Agra Affiliates personnel. Be more than happy to answer any questions. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention back again, I believe they've had the time that they granted, folks. We'll go back to parcel number 1. Again, $760,000 is the current high bid. $765,000. $765,000. $765,000. $765,000. $765,000. Any further bids on parcel number 1? $760,000 bid. $765,000. $765,000. $760,000. $765,000. $765,000. $760,000 bid. $765,000. Any further bids on parcel number 1, ladies and gentlemen? $760,000 bid. $765,000. $765,000. $760,000. $765,000. If all bids are in, folks, we'll close it and move on. $760,000. $765,000. $765,000. $760,000. $765,000. $765,000. $765,000. $760,000. Jim, $765,000. $765,000. Thank you. $765,000. $760,000. $765,000. $765,000. Anyone else on parcel number 1? $760,000 bid. $765,000. $765,000. Last and final call. $760,000 bid. $765,000. $765,000. If not, sold parcel number 1 for $760,000. Bidder card becomes buyer number 155, I believe. 155. Thank you all. Thank you all. All right, folks. With no further ado, we'll move on to parcel number 2. And same format here, folks. At the end of the first round of bidding, $770,000 on parcel number 2, $780,000. Parcel number 2, final round of bidding, $770,000, $780,000. Internet's out, $780,000, $770,000, $780,000, $780,000, $770,000, $780,000, and a $780,000, $780,000. The bid is in the room. Current bidder, the number bidder card number 152 holds the high bid. Bruce, he's in house. 780. Thank you, Mike. Now 90. 790. 800. 800,000. Internet's out again. $800,000. 790,000 bid in house. $800,000. 790. 800. And a 790. 800. Internet, you're still out. $800,000. And a 790. No 800,000. 790. No 800. $800,000. Parcel number 2. Final round of bidding. 790. 800. $800,000. 795. 795,000. I'll help anyone I can. 790,000 bid, and the bid is in house. Now 795, 790 internet. Now 800, $800,000, 800, 790, 800. Bruce, your bidder's out. 800,000 now 5, $805,000, 800,000, 805. Parcel number 2, 805,000 now 10, $810,000, 800 now 15, 815 now 20, $820,000, 815, 820. Bruce, your bidder's out. $820,000 now 5, $820, 825, 30, $830,000, 820, now 30 now 5, $835, $835,000, $835,000 now 40, $840,000, 830, now 40, $840,000, 830, 40 now 5, $845. Parcel number 2, $840,000 bid, $845 now 50. $850,000, 845 now 5, $855, $855,000, $850,000, 850, 800. Tony, your bidder's out. 855, 850,000 bid. 855. Internet, you're still out. 855. 850,000. 855. $850,000. 850. 55. 850. 850. 855. Bruce's bidder is in the lead at 850,000. Tony, your bidder's out at 855. Internet, you're out as well. 855. 850,000. 855 on parcel number 2. 855. $850,000. 850. 855. 855,000. Does anyone need a moment? Does anyone need a 5-minute break? $850,000 is the current high bid on parcel number 2. 855. 855,000. 855,000. If you need a break, we'll honor it, folks. If not, we'll move on and conclude the bidding for today's auction. 850,000 bid. 855. 855. 850,000 parcel number 2. 855. $850,000. 850. 850. Internet, you're still out. 855. You're out here as well, sir. 855. 855, 850, 855,000, parcel number 2, 850,000 bid, 855, 60, $860,000, 855, Bruce now 5, 865, $860,000, 860, 865, 865,000, 860,000 bid, 865. Anyone else on parcel number 2? 865. 860, 865, $865,000, 860 now 65, 860, 860, 65, 865. Anyone else interested in parcel number 2? 860,000, the current high bid, 865. 865, sir, 865. 860, $865,000, 860, 65, 865,000. Anyone need a moment? Thank you. Anyone else interested in parcel number 2? 860,000, 865, $865,000, 860,000 bid, 865, $865,000, 865,000, 865. Try it again, sir. 865, 860,000, 865, 865,000. If all bids are in, ladies and gentlemen, we'll move on. 860,000, 865, 865, 800, and I'll ask you nicely one more time. 865,000, 860,000, 865, parcel number 2, 860, the bid's in house, 860, 865, $865,000, 860, 865,000. Be the last and final call, ladies and gentlemen. 860,000 bid. 865,000, 865,000, 865,000. Yes or no? 865. Thank you. Folks, sold parcel number 2 for 860,000. Bidder card becomes buyer number 152. Bruce, correct? 152. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attendance today. Successful high bidders, I believe we'll get the paperwork ready with Tony, and you'll do both of them, Tony? Very good. So congratulations to our winning bidders. Thanks for all participation, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to MNB Bank for your support today. With the you might have a cookie for the road home for people. So thank you very much, folks. Get coffee, water, and a cookie on the way home. And thanks, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day.